Good morning, children. Today we will start the first poem of Beehive, that is The Road Not Taken. Children, it is a very famous poem, a very popular poem, I should tell you, by Robert Frost, which was published in the year 1961. Okay. Uh, this poem talks about how life is when you come to make the choices in your life. Okay, life from the perspective of a young narrator, what he thinks about his life, like what choices I should make, or what should I leave. This is what is the poem about. Okay, so look into the first paragraph. I have sent you the PDF of it, and most of you must be having the books, I feel. So look into the first paragraph. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now the poet, he says, one fine day, as a young man or as a young boy, you can say, he is standing at the on the road where there is a diversion in the road. The road has got two paths from there. Diverged in a yellow wood. Yellow wood here it specifies that the forests which are yellow because it is the autumn season and it is a shedding of the leaf. So the leaves have turned yellow. And sorry I could not travel both. Now why he could not travel both? Being one person, will he be able to travel on both the roads? No. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down as far as I could. So he could not take both the roads. So he stood there and he looked as far as his eyes could see to both the paths, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So there was a turning on the road and there were a lot of bushes and trees over there, and after that he could not he could not see the path of it. It bent under the undergrowth. Undergrowth here stands for the dense forest, dense growth of the plants and the trees. Okay. Now very difficult for him to make the choices. Now what the poet is talking about here, he is talking about the choices that we make in our life. Okay, when after certain period of life, when you have to choose one career in your life, how difficult it becomes for you to do that. This is what is talked about. You see, you cannot take two decisions in your life. Whatever you want to do, it's a one decision that I will be doing this perhaps in my life. Okay, so now you have to very properly think about it, whether the decision which I am going to take for my life will be correct or not. Okay, thinking about the career, you have to take the decision. You have to decide what you have to opt for your career. So this is what he is standing there in the dilemma and looking to both the paths. Looking to both the paths means making the choice of his career. Then took the other just as fair and having perhaps the better claim. Now he says, I took the other one road he has taken it, which was as good as the other. Because why he could feel the differences? Because he was standing there and looking at both the roads and having perhaps the better claim. That means much better than the other one, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there had warned them really about the same. So he was telling that why he found that one as the better one, because it was grassy and wanted wear. That means a lot of grass has been grown there and it wanted wear and tear. That means the grass has to be removed from there. Though as for that passing there had warned them really about the same. So had the people passed on that road, they would have also warned it. And both that morning equally lay In leaves no step had trodden black. The next morning, when he stood there, once again that he will make his choice and he will go from there, what happened? In the leaves no step had trodden black. That means the leaves which have fallen there, nobody has walked on that path that morning. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Now the first one which he has seen, he kept it for another day where most of the people have travelled. Yet knowing that way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So what he thinks that he will go to a path which is less travelled by and which is not where not all the people are going, so he will take the another path. Why he wanted this? It is said that he loved to take challenges and adventures in his life. So he wanted to choose a path which was less travelled, where not all the people are traveling. I'll give you a simple example here. Suppose after your class 10 or after your plus 2, you opt for a career for something very different thing. What is a trend of taking the career in your life? Most of you, what you do, either you become engineers or you go for a doctor. That is how really mostly people make their choices. That is the path they go on. So he did not want to take that path. So maybe he has gone for choreography, maybe he has gone for photography, anything which is completely different which not most of the people opt for. Okay, so he wanted to use that path which is less travelled by, because he loved to take risk in his life. Okay. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So he knows that once I start my journey, so suppose once you make a choice and you start your journey on that, will it be possible for you to come back again to restart from where you have done? No. It becomes very difficult. So he says that he knew that once I start my journey, once I start going ahead in my life, it is not possible for me to come back. I doubted if I should ever come back, that I may not come back again. He knew that. I shall be telling this with a sigh. With a sigh means with a deep, sad breath. I will be telling when? Somewhere ages and ages hence. Somewhere ages and ages hence means ages after many, many years in the future, I shall be telling this. I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So he says that maybe after many years, I will, with a deep sigh, with a deep sadness, will tell this, that two roads were diverged in a wood, and I took the path which was less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. That has made all the difference means he is not happy with the decision which he had made in his life. There are many studies about that. Some say that this is a poem about Robert Frost, about his own life, but some say that he has written this poem for his friend. His friend's name was Edward Thomas. So different studies, different things we come to know. But the thing is, what is mentioned in the last paragraph is that he was not happy with the choice that he has made in his life. So this poem is basically about the philosophy of life and dilemma in taking the decisions or making your own choices. Understand? So once again we'll read the poem. Any doubts you have, you can ask me after the class. Two roads diverged in a wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads to way, if I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So this is what is about the poem. Then you have about the rhyming scheme. Then you have about the literary or the poetic devices which are used in the poem here. So we will talk about that also. See children, first we look into the rhyming scheme of the poem. Okay, the rhyming scheme of the poem is how to find out the rhyme scheme of the poem. Now you look into the poem. See, we take the very easy way to find out the rhyme scheme is we take the or last word of the each line. Last word of the each line you say it should be rhyming with the next line. Suppose it is rhyming and we start writing with we use small letters for writing the rhyme scheme. Okay. So we will start with the first line. Last word is wood. Then the second, so we will give it as an alphabet, small a. Then come to the next word, that is both. So both is not rhyming with wood, so we will give it as B. Right? Then you come to stood. Long I stood. Wood and stood are rhyming with each other. So again for stood we will give a alphabet A. Now both as I could. Now both is again not again rhyming with the stood could. So again we will give it as an alphabet A. Now both growth. So now we will give it as B. So now you see the next paragraph also whether the poems. So the first stanza, the rhyming scheme is A B A B. Okay. Now you see whether we have the same rhyming scheme for the next paragraphs also or the rhyme scheme has changed. Fair, where. Fair, where, there. Claim, same. Again A B. So it will come same for the other two paragraphs. Lay, day, way. Black, back. Sigh, I, by. Hence, difference. Got it? A B is the rhyme scheme of the poem. Now we have to use the different literary devices in the poem. First we come to the imagery. Now what is imagery? Now imagery is where you can through the description the poet makes you feel through your senses that you are able to visualize the scenes in front of you. You get the pictures of the images. This is what is imagery. So there are many instances where you make feel through your senses that yes, the forest is in front of us, the bifurcated road is in front of us, yellow woods. You can see that the yellow leaves have fallen on the road. So this is how you feel through the pictures you get in your mind, in front of your eyes, through the description given by the poet. So this is what is imagery. Okay. Then you have similes also, comparing things with the familiar things. Now you okay, we'll try to find out a simile here. See, then took the other just as fair. Just as fair is and just as good as the other one. Okay, we are talking about the road which he has taken. Then you come to the metaphor. Now what is metaphor? Metaphor is again a comparison between the two things here. The roads is compared to the choices which you make in the life. Okay. yellow woods and the green grass. These are the decisions which you make in your life. Okay. And then we have assonances, consonances. Assonances means when the lot of vowels are used in each line, that is assonances. Consonances, when we use vowels. Okay, somewhere ages and ages hence, this line can be used as an assonance. Consonances means when we use the consonants. Do you know what are vowels and consonants? A, E, I, O, U are the vowels in the English alphabets, and the rest all are 21 are consonances. Then you can see as consonances, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So this can be an example of a consonance. So this is what is the chapter about. So making decision in life is a very, very important decision of one's life. You have to be very decisive, very strong in whatever you are going to decide, that this is what I will be doing in my life, and you have to stick to that, because you cannot make the second choices. It is very difficult. Like he has said that, I yet knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. One way is you lead one way to the other, and then it becomes one way will lead to the other way. You start going on in a path, then it becomes very difficult for you. So this is what is the poet talking about. So read the poem twice or thrice, you will understand it. Still then, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, and we'll try to discuss the question answers in the next class. Okay, thank you.